Peterson with Remax One. Again, we're doing videos on Thursday today because I have an appointment tomorrow. So we've been kind of going over the home buying process and what the steps are when you buy a home. So our final step is title. And today I have one of my favorites with me, Leah Taggart with Texas National Title. Hey! So we're going to talk to her in a minute about kind of what she does. But first, let's go over kind of what we've talked about in the past weeks. So we're going to make an appointment with a realtor. It's going to be your first step of buying a home. Your second step is going to be an appointment with a lender. Then we're going to find your home, make an offer on it. We're going to get an executed contract. We're going to get a home inspection, negotiate repairs. You're going to choose a home warranty. And after that, now it's time to close on your home. So the questions are for Leah about title. So first question is, when you get an executed contract, the realtor is going to send you an executed contract. What do you do with it?
Well, we're going to look through it and make sure it's initial. We're going to make sure it's all signed and ready to be executed and receipted. So once the executed date is put on there, we're receiving the earnest money. If we haven't received the earnest money with the contract, we're going to reach out to you, the buyer, see if there's something we can do to help you do it easily through a wire. We have an app you can use to deposit a check, a personal check directly into our account. Or we can have a courier come pick it up, or you can visit me at my office. We have 10 offices located everywhere, so.
And that's for your earnest money.
Yeah, and that's for your earnest money, so it's all very convenient. And once we have that earnest money, we'll receipt that contract and then send it out to all parties to notify that the contract is going, title is starting their research on that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you've turned in your earnest money, which, like we discussed, is usually 1% of your list price. That goes to title, and as she said, there's several different options to make sure that we get the money to her. So after that, what information are you going to ask the buyer for?
So we're going to reach out to the buyer and give you lots of information. So first we're going to reach out, we are going to give you information on what to expect from us. So we are going to ask you for your marital status. We're going to ask you for your current address. We want to know if you're going to be present for the closing. So if you'll be in our office for the closing, or if we have to find you another option for signing.
What options are there?
Well, we can do mobile notaries. If you have a mail out, which we would consider out of city, then we have a national company we use, 2 of them actually, that can provide notaries across the country. So we can send anyone to you at your address that you want to meet at and make it as convenient as we can. If you're going to be out and you don't want to do a mail out, you also have power of attorney options, which we'll go over with you. And it's actually kind of nice. We just try to make everything as convenient as we can. Other items that we're going to need from you is going to include home warranty choice, because we're going to order that on your behalf.
Now, is that something, because you'll send an email asking when what home warranty company they want to use?
Correct. And we'll
So
include a long list of referrals as well.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So she will include in her email a list of different options for your home warranty.
It'll be links to all the companies so you can research them all.
Excellent.
So yeah, it's kind of awesome. And that's pretty much it. We're also going to want your lender information if your lender hasn't reached out to us. So if Mid-America is going to send us a title request, we're going to want that up front so that we can get them all the docs that they need.
Okay. So what steps do you take in title to ensure that we are going to close on time?
Well, that's when we start our research. So once we have that contract, we're going to start our research. We're going to research the land and the history of that land. Make sure everything has changed hands the way it's supposed to be. The people that own the property truly own it. And we're going to see what kind of liens are on that property. What do we need to clear as the title company to make sure that when you, the buyer, purchase this property, it is yours free and clear, besides any liens you are putting on it. So that's when we start our research process. We're going to reach out to your lender, make sure they don't need anything from us, make sure we're communicating with them so that we're working as a team to get you to the closing table on time. We're going to clear any issues, so we hope nothing comes up, but if it does, that's what we do. We're problem fixers. So we're going to make sure you're buying a home that's going to be fully yours.
So y'all are like the Ray Donovan of real
Yes.
estate?
Ooh, I like it.
Fixer.
The fixer.
documents do they need to bring with them?
I need a valid government issued ID. It can be a driver's license, it can be a passport, it can be a vet ID as long as it's issued by the government. So I need a picture on it. If you're not from the US, I can take another country's passport. It just has to be a valid government ID and it cannot be expired.
Is that it? That's all you need?
That's pretty much all I need.
Picture ID from the
Picture
government.
ID from the government. And your hand ready to sign some documents because you will have a couple things to sign with me. So.
Last question, and probably the most important and fun question of all.
Oh, yes.
When do I get my keys?
So we all have this vision of signing our documents and then saying, yes, we're done, congrats, here's your keys. But the process is a little bit longer than that. So after you sign all of your documents, we are going to send your docs fully signed to your lender. We're going to let them review those documents and make sure everything looks okay. Make sure I did a good job having them signed, make sure we're not missing anything, and the lender is approved. Once they have that, they're going to send me money, and then I can, what's called, fund the deal. So once it's funded is when it's actually closed. This is really important because funding can take anywhere from an hour to 3 hours after signing. And this is important to know because if you think you're going to sign and then go straight to the house, please know, yeah, there might be a little bit of a time frame where we've got to get everything arranged, get money into our system from your lender, and then get everything dispersed, and then the home is yours. So I always like to tell people 1 to 3 hours after close. You do have that small percentage where it all works out and it happens a lot quicker than that.
Yes.
So,
Leah was very, very nervous about coming on here today to be on video, but
I really
think she
was.
did awesome.
thank you.
So she will actually be back probably in about a month. For the next 4 weeks, I think we're going to go over in Mid-America and talk to Tom Horn more about lending and get into a little more depth about different types of loans. And then Leah will be back and we'll talk about different types of title issues and like title policies and why do you need it, what does it do. And that'll probably be a 4 to 5 week series at that point. Again, this was Leah Taggart with Texas National Title.
Thank you.
I'm Tina Peterson. I'm a realtor with RE/MAX 1, 512-705-7765. And if you guys have any questions that you would like us to address during these videos, please don't hesitate to comment or reach out to either of us, and we'd be happy to answer them. I hope you guys have a great day.
Thank you.